Alright, what is up, YouTube? This is a little bit different than the usual POV that I've been posting. Yeah, so it's gonna rain, so I'm not on the bike, and also because it's kind of fucking hard to hear on the bike because I don't have like the media mod and stuff for it. So I haven't been doing that, but yeah, I mean, like, my past 3 videos have been doing great. I appreciate all the support on that. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications, because that means when as soon as I upload, you guys will get a noti for it. It's just so you can watch them quicker if you'd like to. But yeah, I have a bunch of uploads that are coming soon. I actually passed the MSF course yesterday. I took it Tuesday, Wednesday. Today is the 28th, so I took it on the 26th and 27th, and I passed. So yeah, there was 4 people, we all passed, but I wasn't allowed to record the second day because this fucking owner pulled up and told me to take off my GoPro. Even though I wasn't recording. I mean, I was gonna plan on recording like the second part, just like the test part, like the last like 10 minutes or whatever, but it is what it is. I wrote everything down that we did, and I have a little bit of footage from the other day, so I'll probably talk over that. But I was on a fucking dirt bike, which was funny. But yeah, anyways, the point of this video is about this baby. So we got this shit, the Uniden R7. I bought it brand new from Amazon for about like $500, and I would say it has definitely paid itself off. I just don't know how many times, but probably like 3 or 4 times, I would say. Because I've been doing some stupid shit, and it's also been fucking great to just in general provide like a sense of like safety or like peace from getting pulled over. I mean, it's not foolproof, like I said in previous videos, but it is definitely like a fucking tool, a gadget that you can use to help reduce your chances of being pulled over. And so it's been about 6 to 7 months. I believe I bought it in like July or like June, around that time, 2023. So actually it might have been actually more, can't remember exactly. So actually it's probably been like fucking 7 to 8 or like 9 months. But I'll probably, I don't know what I'll title this, but it'll probably be either 6 or 9 month update. But it has been great so far. I took off the speed because when I'm filming the videos, I don't want to have the speed on there, just because you guys know what has been happening. All right, so getting into it, the main points that I want to talk about is KA detection. KA detection has been perfect. There has been some times where it picks it up, but it's not useful to you, but it's not a false. So it picks up a cop and he might be down that way, but you're going this way. So it might not be useful for you, but it'll still pick him up. And it's not a false. So that's like the difference between that. There has been a lot of K falses. I don't think a single K that I've picked up has been useful. So if you want to, honestly, you can just turn that off. I keep it on just because I feel like it's sometimes useful for not like cop related stuff, but like if there's like a speed camera or like a red light camera, I'm pretty sure those use K-band, so that's why I have K-band still on. And I don't really mind the chirps because they're not like obviously like every 5 seconds. It's really honestly when you're exploring like a new area or when you just first get the detector, because it still has to get used to stuff and figure out like the chirps and shit. But like normally it's fine. Like I'm on my way right now somewhere, and I've been there fucking probably like over 100 times. So the mute detection is fucking great. The mute memory is great. It won't chirp unless there's actually a cop or there's like a rare chance of a K-band being on someone's car. But yeah, it's a really good product. I'm really loving it so far. Obviously it's not the best with laser detection, so I would recommend pairing that with Waze, because Waze is better for like standing stuff. So it's like laser can only be used while stationary. So if a cop is using stationary laser, anyone who passes him will mark it on Waze, or at least like anyone using Waze or like on Apple Speed Trap or Google Speed Trap or whatever. But those are that's what Waze is really good for. This I would say is like really good at moving cops, because you can't use laser while you're moving, so they have to use moving radar if they are using it. And obviously not every cop has been using it, so I've passed by a lot of cops that just don't use radar because they might not even be doing like speed or like traffic patrol, because you guys have to remember that like not all cops are out to get you or like out to monitor traffic, unless you're doing like something really stupid. The odds of you getting pulled over by like every cop is kind of low. But yeah, most cops you could probably pick up with your eyes, the ones that are not using radar at least. But yeah, this thing has been really good in picking up cops that are just like using radar or like using like mobility stuff, and it has really saved me in that circumstance, I would say. But yeah, I would definitely say it's worth the purchase. And if you don't want to spend $500 on this, obviously, because that is a lot for like fucking something that just saves you from that stuff. I mean, it's cheaper than paying like fucking reckless driving or like getting that shit on your stuff. But there's stuff like the R3 or the R4. I really like the arrows, so honestly I wouldn't go back to not having them. Like I mean, this is my first detector, but like if I had a detector that didn't have arrows, I wouldn't go back. But I think they're really useful. But again, you don't need them. And if you're not like a heavy speeder or someone who just really wants it just to get a cop detection, if like he's using it, obviously, I would say go for the R3. That would probably be the best bang for the buck. There's a couple others that aren't like in that price range, but there's also the R7, I think, which is a lot cheaper, but I also don't think that is like as good as the R3 in terms of performance. Because I feel like honestly the R3 and the R7 are the same thing, but the R7 has arrows, like I mentioned, and the R4 and R8 would be the same thing, but the R4 doesn't have arrows. And the R4 and R8, I think I have like Bluetooth and some stuff you can now hook up to like an app, so that's the only difference really, I would say, between the R3 and the R7 compared to like that pair of the R4 and R8. But yeah, like I said, it's great. It's been performing awesome. Really loved it so far. Really have enjoyed it. It has saved me a ton from police. And obviously there haven't been crazy amounts, but I've taken multiple road trips. I've went to 3 different states. I've used it a lot so far in like day-to-day driving. And if there is a cop using moving radar, this thing will pick it up. Like guaranteed, 100% it will pick it up. KA falses are also really rare. There was one that I mentioned in the previous video. It was like some satellite dish or whatever, I think, that it picked up, but it was the same one that I would pick up on the way to like a commute that I was making. But that was the only KA false I've had. Everything else has been legit. K, like I said, is not the best. I don't think it's not perfect filtering. It is good filtering. Like I said, it's been quiet this whole time. There hasn't been any K chirps because it's like a familiar road that I'm taking. But yeah, it's been great. I would honestly recommend buying a radar detector, if not this one. If you have the extra money and you want the arrows, if you prefer the arrows, if you want to see where the cop is coming from, I would say go for that. But if you just want something that's basic and will get the job done, then go for the R3 or the R4. Those are probably like the other 2 that I would recommend. I haven't used them personally, but I've watched a bunch of videos on them, and from what I can tell, they are pretty much similar in performance, minus the arrows. So if you want that, I would go for that. But yeah, not sure what else to talk about. Oh yeah, I did get pulled over once in the past like 9 months. It was for, I think it was like I forgot when it was. I think it was in November or December. Yeah, I think it was in December, like right before school ended. I got pulled over. It was around like 9 to 10 p.m. at night. I was on the way back from school, and there was like, it's the same road that I take, so it's like there was literally 0 cars. It was super unlucky. 0 cars. It was a 4-way, like small. It's a 4-way intersection, but it was like really, it was like literally empty. There was no cars other than the cop, and I saw him too late, which is really unfortunate because I was rolling the stop sign. Like I wasn't speeding past it, but it was like a slight roll. I stopped and I checked. There was no cars, no lights. And as soon as I roll past the lines, I see the cop. I see his lights. He didn't have his like red and blues on. It was like just like white lights all around the car, but it's like only like lights that a cop car would have. So I was like, as soon as I rolled it, I knew I was fucked. Yeah, and he comes over like 5 seconds later with his lights on, and he pulls me over. He was super chill. I'm actually gonna be posting that video soon, so if you guys are looking out for that. But yeah, he was super chill. I told him I got a bike, and so he gave me a ticket for failure to pay attention. So that was about $96. And my dumbass didn't pay it in time, so I ended up having to pay court fees because I'm stupid. But that came out to about like 130 bucks, which obviously it could have been worse. So I would say not bad for like how it could have been worse, because it also could have affected my insurance if he gave me the actual stop sign ticket, and it could have affected my license, like points and stuff. So I was super lucky with that. But yeah, Waze didn't help me there, and the radar detector didn't help me there, because he literally just wasn't using anything. He was literally just there like monitoring the intersection with his eyes. So that was unlucky. But yeah, I mean, that type of thing, that's not what it's going to get you for unless he's using radar there. So yeah, I mean, that type of stuff you just gotta kind of expect. But it saved me from a ton of other stuff that I don't have like good footage of, so I probably won't include that here. It's just like dash cam footage. But there's been a bunch of speed traps that they've been using moving the radar, and I've been able to pick them up from it. And Waze has also helped me a lot, so I would honestly recommend running both of them as a pair, because Waze sometimes gets you and sometimes the radar detector gets you. So using both of them kind of increases your chances of increases your chance of spotting the cop before you get pulled over. So it's been really helpful and really useful. So I would honestly recommend the pair. And there's a lot of other detectors I know on the market. It's like the Cobra RAD or something like that. And there's also the Valentine. Those are also really good. But personally, this is the one I've been using. So this is the one I will recommend, because I haven't used those personally. And I've been liking this one so far. It's been really great, really useful. So other than that one pullover, I haven't had any close encounters. I mean, there's been close encounters like with cops not having radar on, and I just passed by them, but I haven't, like, again, they haven't done anything, nothing's happened. But yeah, so I would say it's worth the money, worth the bread. I would buy it for sure. So yeah, if you guys are still watching, please subscribe and please turn on the notification bell, so it helps when I release the video and you guys can see it, or at least get notified that I uploaded whenever you want to watch it, just so it kind of reminds you. And please sort of also like, I'm gonna be uploading a bunch of bangers. I have a bunch of bike content coming in, and then especially now that I got my license, I can also like go further out and stuff as well. So that'll be awesome. This summer is gonna be fucking amazing. I'm so excited. So upset that it's still cold right now. It's like almost April and it's like 40 degrees, which, I mean, people have been saying this is normal, but I don't know, I just never paid attention to the temperature, I guess, like this before. But yeah, I don't know, it just feels like it's colder, even though it's like almost fucking summer. I mean, there's still 2 months, but yeah. Wait, actually, I guess there's 3 months, because there's 2 months. Never mind, I'm tripping. Yeah, but yeah, please like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys would like to see in the comments. I appreciate all of you guys that are watching, because all the videos have been doing really good lately. And let me know if you guys enjoyed that cop interaction. It didn't actually do as good as I was expecting it to. I thought it was a really funny interaction, so I think I'm getting sold by the algorithm, but it is what it is. I'm gonna upload the full meet video soon. I have the MSF video coming in, just another vlog as well, with this other Aprilia RSV4. And then the pulled over video that I was talking about, I actually recorded the interaction, not all of it, but I recorded most of it, and I trimmed it down into like the good parts. So but I've got like fucking like 4 to 5 videos in the vault right now. So yeah, I also have another video that I'm gonna be filming too, which will be it'll be like my first 300 miles on a sport bike, what I've learned, something like that. So I'll talk about that. I want to do it on my bike. I wanted to do that in a car, but I'll probably end up doing it on my bike, or I'll end up adding a voiceover if the audio is too choppy, because I don't have the media mod yet, so it might not be the best audio, especially because my fucking bike is loud as shit. So yeah, I appreciate all of you guys watching. Please like and subscribe. This video might be a bit lengthy. It's probably been about like 20 minutes already, but I hope it's been useful. I hope you guys have learned something, and I hope it's helped you guys make a decision in the buying process, or even just getting a radar detector. So yeah, I will catch you guys later. And if you guys are planning on buying any radar detector, please use my Amazon commission link down below. I don't think I've actually made any money off of that. I made like $2 because I've had like 400 clicks, but no one ends up buying anything, which, I mean, it's fine, but it's like, if you are gonna buy something, please use my link, because then I can get some extra money off of that. So yeah, appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. Banger content coming in soon, so please turn on that bell. I love you guys. Ride safe, drive safe. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.